some people can only do certain things when the mood hits them. Now, that ain't a good thing when you're necessarily a solopreneur. It's not like when you feel like it, but you want to create a system that works for you going forward. Hey y'all, it's Shalonda with Shug Boutique. Welcome back to my channel. So tonight I want to talk about routines. I know it's not super exciting or super sexy, but they're extremely important in business. And when you're working alone as a solo entrepreneur, as they say, solopreneur, you have to develop some routines on your own. And it might not be something you're used to, especially if you've been working for another company. And so you have to learn how to create them for yourself. And so I wanted to talk about that today as I'm learning how to create routines and share with y'all some tips that you can use to create routines for yourself. So let's get right into it. One of the first things I would suggest is to, y'all, I have my notes as I normally do, is to create a list of all the things that you do in your business or that you have to do in your business that you're currently aware of. When you're new, you might not know of every single thing that needs to be done in the business, and that's okay, but you know of some things that need to be done in the business. And so go ahead and make a list of all those things and then jot them down, type them, whatever. I've done that for my business. This is probably not everything, but it's a lot of the things I do. I'm gonna go ahead and put it close up to the camera. You guys won't be able to read it, that's okay. But this is just a long list of all the things that I have to do in my business. And this has, y'all, daily, weekly to-dos for my business. Another quick tip I want to give to y'all is that if you don't know what you are doing or should be doing in your business, go ahead and just journal every day what you do. Like maybe at the end of the day what you did, and that can start to help you say like, okay, I start to see patterns of things that I'm doing in the business, and then you can kind of start to develop a list from there. And I can quick give a couple ideas if you're unsure of the things I put down. So from like a social media standpoint, I might put on here like finding Pinterest trends. Another thing that I have to do as a boutique owner is pulling outfits. I just pulled some outfits today. It takes forever. Other things I'll just say quickly is like writing your weekly email. So you also have to send the email, but you have to write it up. So those are all some things that I have to do in my business and y'all might have to do in y'all business. Maybe you're not pulling outfits, but maybe you're pulling other products, and you have to do that every week. So just keep that those sort of things in mind. Then kind of prioritize the task. So I have different things on here, and not everything is always a priority. You want to make sure you're prioritizing tasks based on maybe the time in the week you need to do them, maybe when and where you can put them during the week or during the month. The way that you can prioritize your time is to be thinking about all the things you need to do and how you can efficiently get it done. So for example, for me, I have a website and I want to be able to update it weekly, at the most bi-weekly if I'm not getting a lot of new arrivals, since I'm still building up that brand awareness. If you need pictures for your website or you need pictures for your social media, that means you need to prioritize the pictures so that when it's time to update the website, you'll have the pictures available. So just be thinking about those sort of things. Like for me, I want to update my website on Thursdays. I would have hoped to have new arrivals on Fridays or something like that. That means you need to prioritize pictures on Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, some other day, because you still have to edit the pictures. So be thinking about that. What can I get done first so that it gives me some ease and can create a routine? You want to be thinking about, okay, I'm trying to create a system that I can use going forward. You want to grow the business and the brand. You want to be able to hire somebody. So you want to have a routine established so when they come. So you're also doing this to benefit you and your business going forward. With that, you don't want to feel like you don't have to feel like the routine has to be super rigid. You left I'm sure you had a job or whatnot, or your career, and you left that to be your own boss. And one of the beauties of being your own boss is that you get to determine what works best for you. If you're seeing that your routine works, well, great. But if it isn't working, then you can switch it up and say, this doesn't work well this day. This doesn't work well for me this day. I'm going to switch it this day. So what you want to do is you want to go through, look at your list, and then what I do is I take and I write down every day of the week. So I like to write. You can type this, but I'll put like every day of the week on there. And then I'll just start writing some of the things that I'm already doing on those days. For example, on Sunday, I always plan content on Sundays. And sometimes I plan it for weeks in advance. And sometimes I'll plan it for the week. But I found that Sundays are a great day for me to plan content for the week. And so that's easy for me to put in. So you go in and you write every day. And then you plug in where you think some of your tasks that you wrote down from your list could go or should go or make the most sense. And remember, it doesn't have to be rigid. You can go ahead and adjust it as you need to. And you will have spots where it's like, oh, I have a whole bunch over here on Wednesday, but I don't have as much here on Friday. That's okay. Like, as a solopreneur, you're learning what needs to be done, and maybe you're really stacked early in the week and you're not as stacked on Friday, but as your business grows, you're going to start to fill in and find more things that you need to do on those days or even it out. The other thing I want to say is like, you could also use time blocking. So that is a huge thing that I'm still trying to learn, is when to work on something and when to let it go and move on to the next thing. I can get really tunnel vision and really like focus on one thing and want to keep working on it and working on it and working on it until it's solved. And a lot of the things I'm finding as a business owner is like, you don't always solve things. Like it's the same as when you work for other people. Like, things don't always get resolved. There's always something left to do. I feel like you can waste a lot of time and are inefficient if you don't set aside time for a particular task. 1 hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes, whatever it is, to touch on it every day, or to say, I'm going to spend half my day on this and then I'm moving on. The other thing I think is very important is to put in some time to not work. As small business owners, as solopreneurs, especially when you really want your business to go, and once it is even going, you can find yourself working and strategizing and searching all day long. Find some time to decompress so that you're not doing that. I don't work on Sunday per se, even though I create this what I'm gonna do. To me, that's not like what I would consider like work. That's just kind of like me chilling and then doing that. And so it's important now to set in some you time now, because just saying once your business starts to grow, it's gonna be hard to go ahead and like put that in later. I think set it now. Like, you get to create the business you want, and so I would say just set it now. I think that's all I had about creating routines in your business. If you have any questions for me, if you have questions about like the actual things I have on my routine, or the list that I have about things that I do for my business, let me know, and I will certainly drop those in the comments. If you're just curious about like what some of those things are, I'm happy to do that. But anyway, y'all, like I said, that's everything, so I will see y'all next time. Bye.